it's Karen. It's a little glary out here, but I wanted to sit down and do a quick video. I was talking to someone in my codependency boot camp who is doing really, really good, and I'm really, really happy for them. And they were telling me about how well they're doing since they have been doing this, but how odd the reaction is from their loved one. And I want to talk about that for a little bit. She let me read some of the reactions from him, and they're inconsistent. And it makes you feel kind of crazy when you start backing up and you start feeling better, right? And what happens is the actual alcoholism, you hear me talk about it, that disease, that Freddy Krueger, the better you get when you take action and you do the steps you need to start recovering from this illness, it'll start to lose its grip on you. And the fog starts to lift and you start to see things a little clearer. And that's the good news, because it gets clearer and clearer and clearer. And it's like, oh my God, I can see this now, right? I'm not being totally engulfed and controlled by it. And it's such amazing. It's like a spiritual experience when you can back up and actually change your actions, your reactions, even though you don't think it's going to work. You're so desperate, you will do anything. And so you take the footwork and you follow some suggestions, and all of a sudden it starts to make sense. Big old bug. So that's the beauty of this thing, is it's only going to get easier for you. It's not an easy thing, but it's going to get easy because the clearer that you can see, the more sense it's going to make, right? It's almost like, oh my gosh, you are off the stage and you are seeing the picture. You know, you're so used to being in it that once you back up, if you can follow the suggestions, especially what we're doing in the boot camp, it's going to help you. So all of a sudden you're watching the other person and you're observing, and it doesn't make any sense, right? You're like, I don't get it. Now that I'm clearing up, right? I don't understand it. So what's happening in this particular thing is that when someone, I told you, when that dance stops, right? The other person gets really angry at first. They get really mad that you quit dancing with them. And then they start to worry. They don't know they're worrying, but that disease part of them starts to worry. So they try to come at you a couple different ways. First thing is that they have to continue to blame you. You have to be the problem. And so they will start talking to other people and make sure that everybody knows this is your fault. It's not their fault, okay? It cannot be their fault. An alcoholic addict, it's never our fault. It's always someone else's fault. So that's the first thing they're going to do, is they're going to start rounding up the troops, creating a gang, getting some support behind their cause. You are the problem. You haven't been understanding. You gave up too soon, right? You are moody. You're being a bitch. I don't understand. Then they're confused. They act confused to everyone. I'm not sure why she's doing this, right? I love her so much. Can't believe she's doing this. One minute she wants to be together, the next minute she wants to break up. See, they're trying to make it look like you are the problem. You're crazy, you're inconsistent, and they're baffled by it. Oh, they're baffled, right? Same with narcissists, like I said yesterday, same thing, totally same thing. It's like a gaslighting, right? But first they're trying to convince themselves. So they're rounding up the troops. They're going to tell people, maybe call their mother, their friends. They might even tell your children, right? Mom is having a hard time. She made daddy leave, whatever. That is part of the process, because they're trying to reassure themselves that you are the problem. Then they'll come back to you and they'll come at you. Instead of angry, now they're going to come back at you like, I can't believe you're giving up on us. I love you so much. I've only wanted this to be what's best for you. And I just want to be together. Let's rent a movie and get some Chinese food and cuddle up on the couch. and just forget all this happened, right? That's a desperate move. That's a move of, really working on you, your guilt, your loneliness, your own codependency. They know that at one point you were very codependent and you couldn't live without them. And now they're hoping they can find that vein. They're sticking it in there, right? And when you don't respond the way they want, they're going to get mad again. And then they're going to get sad. And then they're going to get defensive. I mean, it just flips around. And it is like watching a crazy person. It's like watching someone that's mentally ill. And they're suffering from alcoholism. They have to get what they want. Now, even if he's been drinking, not drinking, right? And that whole thing. Oh, I told you I was going to quit. Oh, well, geez, you got 4 days now. Woohoo, I don't know why I didn't believe you. We've been doing this for years. It's that kind of thing. I'm sober now. What do you want from me? Right? Not at all does he talk about that. In any of the messages that I saw, he didn't say anything about that. Now, you have to remember that the people that know him, that he's trying to get in his gang and his group, they all know this guy's been drinking, right? He's been driving you crazy. So don't think that he's gathering a gang. He's trying to. But those people are probably smarter than that. They're probably going, oh my God, this is so sad. He really needs to get help. Now, even if he's got like 4 days sober or 10 days sober, if he's not working a program, he's just a boy whistling in the dark. I love that saying, a boy whistling in the dark. Trying to pretend, trying to get you back, trying one more vain attempt. And then you go back. You've done this before, right? You go back and they drink again, right? Because they don't have any reason not to. So like I've said before, I think sometimes the most loving thing that you could possibly do is to say no. No more. I'm not going to do this anymore. I've had enough of this. This is, I think that's the most loving thing you can do for someone, because then it really gives them the opportunity to change. And like I said, I've seen people that once they've done this and they end up divorcing and they're apart, 10 years later they meet up in AA or, and they get married again. So, I mean, if you're supposed to be together, you're going to be together. But right now, if what you're doing isn't working and helping the person get sober, you're just going to kill yourself. So it's going to ruin you. So, stay the course, watch the show, get off the stage, watch the show, don't be the show. Ask God to direct your thinking, right? Everything that we're doing is working. Avoid the conversations. When loved ones want to send you the texts that they've had with him to show you, like, oh my God, you know what he said? Tell him, I'm not interested. I don't care. I don't really care what he's doing. I hope he gets help. I love him very much, but I'm not interested. You know what I mean? You're going to take the high road. You have to. You have to get off the stage with this disease, right? And again, it's not you don't love the person. You love the person. You hate the disease, right? So stay the course, and don't get caught up too much in the show. Just watch the show. Ask God to direct your thinking. More shall be revealed. Have a great day. Bye.